For today's lesson, we're going to take a look at the converse of the Pythagorean theorem. All right, so this is still SOL 8.9, the learning target. I can apply the Pythagorean theorem and its converse to solve problems. All right, so our criteria for success: write down the formula for the Pythagorean theorem, identify the hypotenuse, which is the longest side, replace for C, identify the legs, the two shortest sides, replace for A and B, simplify both sides of the equation. If they are equal, then it makes a right triangle. If they are not equal, then the sides do not make a right triangle. So the converse is just looking at, instead of having to solve using the Pythagorean theorem to find a side or to find the hypotenuse, we are simply just using those numbers that they gave us to tell them or to say whether it is or is not a hypotenuse. All right? So is it a right triangle? To determine if three sides form a right triangle, plug them into the Pythagorean theorem. Use the longest side as your hypotenuse, or in other words, your C. All right, so let's look at some examples. All right, so I have 6, 8, and 10. All right, 10 is my longest side, or my biggest number. So my A is going to be 6. Oops. My B is going to be 8, and my C is going to be 10. I'm going to write down the Pythagorean theorem. So I have 6 squared plus 8 squared is equal to 10 squared. I have 36 plus 64 is equal to 100. 36 plus 64 gives me 100 is equal to 100. So it does form a right triangle. All right, let's look at the next one. So I have 9, 12, 18, and let's just look at it. Sometimes it will not be in order. All right, so sometimes you may be given 9, 18, 12, so you just have to pay attention. All right, so I'm going to have my A is equal to 9, my B is equal to 12, and my C is equal to 18. So I have 9 squared plus 12 squared is equal to 18 squared. And I forgot to write the Pythagorean theorem, which is A squared plus B squared equals C squared. 9 squared gives me 81. 12 squared gives me 144. And 18 squared gives me 324. All right. So then from there, we're going to add our 81 and 144, and we get 225. So in this case, those three sides do not form a right triangle because 225 does not equal 324. All right. So now we're going to look at it given a diagram. All right. So sometimes they will give you the triangle and say, hey, does this form a right triangle? All right. So again, let's go ahead and identify our A. Remember, A and B are interchangeable. So either A can be 12 or A can be 9. It does not matter. Or B can be 12 or B could be 9. But our C has to be 15. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. 9 squared plus 12 squared equals 15 squared. We have 81 plus 144, which equals 225. 81 plus 144 equals 225, which forms a right triangle. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the guided practice. So the first thing I want you to do for number 1 is identify your A, your B, and your C. So identify your A, your B, and your C. All right, so remember that C is the longest side, so I'm going to have 4.5 as my C. And remember, A and B are interchangeable. Pythagorean theorem, A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So we have 4.2 squared plus, sorry about that, I need to replace that with B, plus 3.5 squared is equal to 4.5 squared. All right, so don't run because they are fractions. Fractions, because they're decimals. All right, 4.2 squared is 17.64. 3.5 squared gives us 12.25. And 4.5 squared gives us 20.25. All right, so now our next step is we're going to add our 17.64 plus 12.25, and that gives us 29.89, which is not equal to 20.25, so it does not form a right triangle. We're going to do the same for example 2. All right, so here we're going to do the same thing for example 2. So we're looking at identifying our A, our B, and our C. All right, so I want you to go ahead and identify your A, your B, and your C. All right, so C is the longest side, so we have 11. And remember, A and B are interchangeable. So we have A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So we have 8 squared plus 5 squared equals 11 squared. 8 squared is 64. 5 squared is 25, and then we have 121 as our 11 squared. From there, we are going to add 64 and 25, which gives us 89. Those values do not form a right triangle. All right? So now what I want you to do is I want you to complete the independent practice. You're going to complete those 2 examples. You're going to bring them to me to check, and then you're going to work on your show me what you can do. All right? Of course, as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And until next time.